My name's Eachus Price, and you're watching PressPass TV.
Hi, and welcome to PressPassTV.com. I'm Morgan Page. Thanks for joining us. Name an NFL offensive lineman. Chances are you can only come up with a few. It's a position that doesn't generally garner that much attention, and when the lineman's career is over, the spotlight typically fades completely. Mike Utley is the exception to that rule. Back in 1991, he suffered a life-changing injury on the football field. That injury marked the end of his NFL career, but it also marked the beginning of his courageous campaign for healing. Mark Jacobson has the story.
Force or volunteer or head over to the treasure chest area and purchase your team for a chance to win.
I gotta throw it harder. God dang it. I gotta get myself some Wheaties. Dang it. When I was asked to come out here, it was last year, to be involved with the Detroit Lions charities and coming out and playing bocce ball. I had no idea what bocce ball was until I looked it up on the internet and got all the scoop about it. I tell you, it's world known. Oh my God, people take this game seriously. Oh, there you go, that a boy, that a boy.
That ball's sweet right there, dude.
For me, anytime I go out, at the first time you play, it's always tough. But more and more you challenge yourself, more and more you're out there competing, you are going to get bigger and stronger and better at it. But it takes time, but you got to be willing to pay the price for it. Tell you what, you think you might have red hair the way I'm beating you, man. You might be a stepchild, absolutely.
I'm ready, man.
That's been the story of Mike Utley's life. The former offensive lineman returned home recently for the Detroit Lions charity bocce ball tournament. Once a promising young player, he's now a philanthropist with a never-say-die attitude.
November 17th, 1991 was a day that I will remember forever in the fact that I was on my way to what I considered an all-pro level playing field. But I ended up getting hurt, and that was the bottom line, is I became paralyzed right then and there. For me to give up my mouthpiece, that was it was a tough thing. And the ball players knew my mouthpiece was gone, and they couldn't take my helmet off. When a ball player gives up his helmet or mouthpiece, he's done. And the fellow, especially Kevin Glover, said he knew right away that something was bad.
You're on the field there, they put you on the stretcher. The image that everybody seems to remember is the thumbs up. What was behind that?
I heard the crowd cheer, and I heard the fellow say, "Hey, Utley, we're going to get this one for you. Utley, we're going to get this one for you. Hang in there, buddy." And I wanted to let people know that Mike Utley will be back. And I wanted to let people know that I heard them in the crowd cheering. When you have 80,000 people like that cheer for you, it means a lot.
Thumbs up. It's become more than just a message for fans. Mike Utley has made it an attitude and an identity.
I was an offensive lineman, for God's sakes. You know, we don't get pats on the back very often. And, you know, when Bear and these other guys, you know, Herman Moore, and they score the touchdown, they're the ones that get their name flashed out. We get the respect and love that we did the right thing by getting them in there. That's what the important for us is. And when the thumbs up, you know, became national and worldwide exposure, that means never quit attitude. And if you don't work hard today, you'll never get what you get tomorrow.
Utley's injury left him paralyzed. 8 years later, though, after an intensive rehab process, he got up from his wheelchair and took his first steps.
You know, every single year I've gotten more function back, more neurological function for two reasons. One, I didn't damage as many cells in my spinal cord as they originally thought. Two, I have regenerated some nerve cells back in the old spinal cord. That's natural. But in the meantime, I lift weights, I condition, I eat well, I ski, I kayak, I scuba dive, I do biofeedback. If you don't do everything in your toolbox, you create a toolbox, you have a different tool for every option, and that's what I've done. I have been documented every single year for 15 years. I've been documented about what I have done and what recovery I have. The biggest thing is for being a C5, 6, 7 quad, not really having much hands at the very beginning. I have good function, about 40% in function in my hands now. I'm normal down at T12 in my back, but it started 15 years ago. I had the opportunity to work with Roush Racing just the other day, and I jumped up 46 inches high up into a new Ford 1-ton truck. This is what it's all about. Doing something today you didn't do yesterday, but I have earned the right to jump 46 inches high. When people ask me, have I accomplished a lot? I have done more and more today than I ever have before. Absolutely. Yes, sweetheart, I will sign this hat for you.
Thank you so much.
We started the Mike Utley Foundation in 1992, and that was #1 thing is for information. You know, research, education, and rehab is what the foundation does. But the biggest thing is we get 100 emails a day. My wife, Danny, she deals with every single day, responds to every person like they're a friend or a patient of ours. If I don't have the information, I will find somebody with the information to give them a chance to win. The #1 thing, we raise money for research, education, and rehabilitation. These are the bottom line. I want to make sure things happen today. I want out of this wheelchair. I have a vested interest getting out of this chair. Remember, when you push, you use one side of the muscle. You pull, you use the other side. Now you start using 2 sides of your muscle. You work twice as hard with less work. The same amount of work you're doing now, you get twice the benefit.
Oh, he's great. I mean, a lot of us out there, but I mean, everybody know Mike. They don't know the rest of us, and he's got good pointers. He's went through the rehab, and you know, people look up to him, and he tells you something. You want to go out, you see what Mike does, and everybody should be doing it.
All right, look pretty. Close enough.
That's nice.
Go around it.
Go on in there! Now that's playing. That's playing. A little more antics, a little more enthusiasm. Now that's the way you play the game. Hey, with those antics, does it work better? Did you get better? Did you get closer? Oh my God! I tell you what, they play a better bocce than I do, but I look better.
It is. Yeah, he was just talking trash, so none of that competitive spirit has left him, and I think that's what he tries to. You know, maintain and fight through, and you know, he's got a different feat in his life, and he's defeating that. So he's totally an inspiration.
It's that outlook that helps draw a new generation of Detroit Lions towards Utley.
The wife won't play cribbage with me anymore because she says I'm too competitive. But the bottom line is, when I'm in there with my martial arts, I'm fighting, I'm boxing. These are the most important things in my life, to be able to bring myself back mentally to that time when I was a Detroit Lion.
And whether he's on the bocce court or football field, Mike Utley will always bleed Honolulu blue and silver. Mark Jacobson, PressPassTV.com.
We hope you enjoyed that segment. For more behind-the-scenes action, check out our website at PressPassTV.com or see our YouTube page at youtube.com/PressPass. We're updating stories daily. I'm Morgan Page for everyone here at Press Pass. Thanks for joining us. Bye.